Hey everybody, we're doing a kind of a different thing here. This is going to be a bit of a update. We've been getting some questions and things that I figure are worth addressing, and I'm also doing it live because we're using the quick video here. I thought I'd also kind of make it a review since we're getting a lot of, a lot of experience with this gear that we're using, electronic gear mostly. But I figured I'd do a quick, or a bit of an update. I don't know how quick it'll actually be. I'm kind of curious to see what an extended video will do using this QIK quick application for the smartphones. Right now I'm filming it right now on the Evo, and it's actually pretty decent video quality. However, once I post it through Quick here, and it comes up, and you'll see this on our videos that have come up lately, the quality kind of goes down. So I'm not sure if it's the software or if it's the uploading or what. I just took a look at the Quick website, and I thought that there was a chance to upgrade to the premium version, but according to them, it's already available. So I'm really not sure what to say. I'm not making this a commercial for Quick, of course, but want to let people know that there's obviously no intended reason to set up videos that are poor quality. What we're really trying to do is just do real-time updates using the technology that we have, and it's pretty tough on us if we're taking 13 gigabytes worth of videos in a day and trying to edit those and post them using the usually pretty crappy connections at the hotels. So anyway, again, bear with us. We are trying to give you some idea of what we're looking at. But I'd also like to do, or like to ask in this video, is for anybody who's been watching our series here about the Outdoor Retailer Show, you get a pretty good idea of the kind of stuff that's here, it's available to us. I'd like to request our viewers to request what you're interested in. We've got a couple more days here, and we've got a lot of stuff to cover. However, if you can give us some points where you're interested in stuff, then we'll be more than happy to try to cover those things for you. As far as the review goes, I want to update a little bit on some of these cameras because what's turning out to be good cameras back at home are pretty lousy here on the trip. First off, I'm going to talk about this one, which we honestly don't use very much. I kind of bought this one on a whim. We needed a new camera to replace some of the flips, and this one does HD, and it's made by JVC, and we use these JVC cameras quite a bit, and we really like them. I'm impressed with the quality and the ease of use and just, their abilities. This one I thought would be pretty decent. Honestly, it does do good video quality. It does pretty decent for sound. But I've got a lot of complaints. In fact, this one is pretty much on my crap list at this point. The real problem with it is this battery. It has to be recharged through this stupid USB port, and I'm not a big fan of that, especially when we drain the battery down in just a few minutes of recording, and we're here for 8 hours a day. I just don't have time to keep plugging this thing into a USB port. If it was plugging into a wall outlet, that wouldn't be much better, but at least it'd probably be faster. So this camera is getting really low marks on its battery power, and then really it's just the battery power that's driving me nuts on it. Otherwise, it's frustrating because the quality is pretty decent. Another frustrating part is I can't plug it into the computer and to charge it and then use the camera. I can plug it into the computer and pull files from the SD card, but it's just as easy to open it up and pull the SD card out and pull the pictures that way. So this camera is definitely on my bad list at this point. I can no longer recommend this camera for anybody who's going to be doing anything for any length of time. The Droid, they're doing great for us. We're using them as GPS units. We're using them to communicate with each other. We're running our email and our calendars through them. We're basically staying connected with our people back home, with the people here that are reviewing the show. We're able to use them pretty much everywhere. The service is great. The 5-megapixel cameras are coming in super handy. Again, can't say enough. I really like them. Obviously, the newer versions are probably even better, but Droids are really performing well for us, especially when we travel like this. The Evo that I'm using now to film this, I'm going to give it, I'm going to give it thumbs up on its video quality. Its abilities are just incredible. We are using it here in Salt Lake City, and it's using 4G. This is our first time being able to use 4G, and I'm wishing we had it back home in Tucson. It's very fast. In fact, right now, this laptop and this laptop, and if I felt like turning it on, this laptop, are actually all using the same connection. Our Droids can also Wi-Fi through it, up to 8 devices. And it's going as fast as my DSL or my cable back at the office. So we're going to do some speed tests later on, and we'll post videos on its performance there. Last up then will be our high-speed camera, and I'm getting to hate this one. I really like the camera. Obviously, its high-speed abilities are nothing, are something, you know, are definitely awesome. The camera I thought would be a great little portable camera to carry around. It takes great still pictures. It has the ability to do video, and honestly, the video quality is pretty decent. The still quality is awesome. I took a bunch of pictures as we were flying from Tucson to Salt Lake City out of the airplane window, and I've got pictures of some of the shooting ranges around Tucson, pictures of the shooting ranges up in Phoenix. It was just doing a real good job focusing, you know, from airplane altitudes down to the ground. I was really impressed with it. I was really looking forward to using it as a still image camera and a backup video camera. But I can't give it big marks because if you notice here, I'm just pushing random buttons and the thing turns on. So it turns on every time I put it into a pouch, and it's driving me nuts. It's got one of these batteries that only can be charged with its stupid device. So instead of, I can't even plug this thing in, I don't think, to charge the batteries. It has to come out, and it has to go into this stupid charging unit, which is bigger than the camera, and it's got this huge cord. I'm not going to pull it out of the tangle of cords here, but it's a huge 120-volt cord. That's huge, and I got to carry this thing around all day because I'm trying to use the camera because I kind of was hoping to rely on these two together to get me through an 8-hour day. They can get me through about 2 hours if I'm lucky, if I'm not using them hard. If I'm using them hard, they'll just drain, and I end up using the Evo for a lot of videos. And sure, people are going to complain about the quality of the Evo, but trust me, when we take the video off the Evo, put it on the computer, and then use YouTube to post the video, it's going to be great quality. It's just when we're using the quick application on the phone to, in real time, post it to the internet like I'm doing right now, where we lose some quality. And that gets us back to the Evo. Now let's talk about battery life. We've heard about battery life issues, and honestly, we were having pretty decent luck with the Evo. As soon as you put it on 4G, watch out because you're going to feel a rush of air when the battery drains out of this thing. The 4G is killing it, and the Wi-Fi is killing it. In fact, I'm probably going to have to plug it in pretty soon because it's been on in my hand here for at least 7 minutes for this video, and it's probably going to drain pretty quick. So in 4G, I can definitely understand why people say there's a poor battery life on these things. However, we don't have 4G in Tucson, which is a double-edged sword because it makes our battery life a little better, but basically what I'm getting at is the Evo is a good phone. It just doesn't have a large enough battery to do extended stuff. However, once it's plugged in or if you have it tethered to a USB port, it's a powerhouse, and it really is a fast modem. Really impressed with it, and it's, well, it saved us at least, what, $50 to have the internet here at the hotel. So hopefully that was an interesting little update on our cameras and some of the other things we're doing here. Lastly, I want to just address, we've had a couple of people, you know, trolls or whatever you want to call them, coming in and complaining. Now, again, we're just doing this because we like to review these shows. So, you know, we're not some cable channel, we're not some, you know, published magazine or anything. We're just a bunch of people that enjoy doing this. So we're playing with technology, we're having a good time, we're using the phone to upload things, and there is some, you know, poor quality, let's say, on these videos. And I'm not going to even apologize. Heck, if you don't want to watch a 30-second video that's a preview to a video that's coming, don't watch it. But please don't need to complain about it. That's just really frustrating to have to come back to the hotel and read a bunch of crying and moaning about the quality of the videos when, I mean, I would think obviously a 20-second video is not what we came up here for. So again, give us a break. The previews that we're showing here are to kind of wet your whistle, let you know what kind of stuff we're seeing. Ideally, you're going to get some feedback from our viewers, visitors to let us know what you're interested in seeing. If we're missed something, we're trying to give you an idea of the kind of stuff we're covering here. So if we're missing something, let us know. We'll be more than happy to search out any companies that we haven't hit yet. Until then, we still got a couple of days here. Got a couple other surprises coming, of course, and then we'll be back at our computers, and we're going to be uploading high-def videos of all kinds of gear. Well, probably for the rest of the month. It usually takes us a while to get these videos up by the time you process them and, you know, make a living. So, again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Lots more videos on the way.